On to developing news here this morning at 4:34. Two people arrested in connection to the death of a 12-year-old girl in New Britain will be in court today. Jacqueline Torres. Her remains found in New Britain last week, and officers have been working tirelessly to piece together what happened. Your reporter Taylor Knight live outside of court in Torrington with the latest this morning. Taylor.
Kate, in total, 3 people have been arrested in connection to this case. One of them is Jacqueline's mother, Carla Garcia, who's being charged with murder. Garcia is one of 2 people charged with murder in connection to Jacqueline's death. Garcia's boyfriend, Jonathan Nanita, is also being charged with murder, and the little girl's aunt, Jacqueline Garcia, is charged with child cruelty. Police say both Garcias are expected to be in court in Torrington today. This all began last Wednesday when New Britain police say they received an anonymous tip about suspicious activity going on in the backyard of an abandoned home on Clark Street. That's where officers found Jacqueline's remains in a plastic container, but police believe that she was killed nearly a year ago when she was living in Farmington.
Evidence indicates that Jacqueline was the victim of prolonged physical abuse and malnourishment prior to her death. It is also believed that following her death, Jacqueline's body was kept in the family's basement and subsequently moved when the family relocated from Farmington in March of 2025.
Police are now asking for the public's help. If you have any information about this case, you're being urged to call the Farmington Police Department. Your reporter live in Torrington, Taylor Knight, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.